Morning everyone, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's a Saturday morning. It has been raining. I think it's still raining now. So the rain doesn't bother me. I'm still going to take Max out for a walk. I hope it's going to be a lovely weekend. And we just take each day as it comes. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. On this day in 1936, Jesse Owens won his third of 4 gold medals at the Berlin Olympics, becoming the first American track and field athlete to bring home 4 golds from a single games.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 8:48 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Saturday, the 5th of August.
Alexa, what is the weather like?
In Rochester, it's 14 degrees Celsius with rain. Today's forecast calls for more of the same, with a high of 18 degrees and a low of 10 degrees. Also, there's a flood alert in effect.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke, please?
What lies on the seabed and quivers? A nervous wreck.
Right, so before I start chatting, let's check the answer phone messages I've got from yesterday and this morning. From my mother.
Saved messages. First, new message. Received yesterday at 9:04 a.m. Good morning. Message deleted. Next, new message. Received yesterday at 12:36. Message deleted. Next, new message. Received yesterday at 8:18 p.m. Good evening, Jeanette. It's me, your mum, Jennifer, speaking from my landline phone to you, Jeanette. Wishing you good night and God bless. I'll give you a phone call tomorrow. Bye. To listen to the message again, press 1. To speak message deleted. Next, new message. Received today at 8:28 a.m. Good morning, Jeanette. This is your mum, Jennifer, speaking from my landline phone to you, Jeanette, this Saturday morning. Hoping you have a good Saturday, and I hope to see you sometime next week. Have a lovely day. Bye. To listen to the message again, press 1.
So, yes, my mum woke me up at 8:20 this morning. I'm not planning to do anything this morning. I've got nothing to do. I'm glad I went out yesterday because the weather is poor, it's raining. I had a really nice afternoon yesterday. The sun was out, it was shining, it was really, really nice. Especially the walk in the afternoon. I took Max out for a walk in the evening last night, and it was fairly busy. There was a couple of ladies walking around the field with a black dog. There was a guy with the black dog Rena, so there was a field full of black dogs yesterday. Big black Labradors. So I kept Max on the lead and we walked around the lead and with his lead on. I couldn't take him off. I don't want him to get squashed by black dogs, you see. So I just took Max for a walk on the lead, and I really didn't do much apart from walk the dog. In the afternoon I'd listen to Imagine Dragons on my iPhone, so I was listening to music in the afternoon. Sometimes I take pictures if there's nice boats on the riverside or there's a bit of nature, because you can capture ladybirds, can't you, and bumblebees in the sunshine on flowers, which is pretty. But you know, last night I was just tired. I'd walked to Strood, I'd walked back, and I was just tired, so I just went for a walk, minding my own business. and I just came home and I watched more auditing videos about the police, how the police interact with the public, how some people have got arrested just for taking photographs outside a police station, etc., under the Terrorism Act, because they've been accused of possibly acting suspicious when they've been taking videos and photographs. Some police officers have said they've thought they've been peering through car windows and these guys have been arrested. They're trying to prove that photography is not a crime. PINAC. Photography is not a crime. So I was watching that. I watched Hostage with Bruce Willis on the DVD player that I'd got from the Cancer Research Charity shop yesterday afternoon, and I was pleased with that. No problems with that. That worked. I had a bad stomach. I'd eaten a reduced chicken wrap from the pound shop, and did I suffer for it last night? My stomach was gurgling all night long. And also, I keep forgetting that onions, not so much allergic to them, they cause me wind and stomach bloating. So I didn't realise that the wrap had onions in it. So I was up all night last night with a gurgling stomach. The wrap was reduced from £2 to £1, and I wanted to eat it the same day, but I don't know whether it was that or the onions in it, but my stomach, my God, the noise it was making last night when I was trying to sleep. You have to be careful with these reduced things, you know, you do have to be careful with reduced food items. But I'm sure it was the onions anyway. I have been left alone since the 1st of August. I've had no spiteful communications. I've had no malicious communications. I've had no real contacts from dating sites since the 1st of August. I believe it's the 5th of August today, and nothing. Now normally this tyrant, this evil person, likes to contact me at least once a day in the morning to ask how I am and what I've been doing, so that they can rub my face in the shit that they've got a load of stuff. I've got nothing. Well, I have actually. And they've got loads. So I've been left alone for about 5 days, which is absolutely fantastic, right? As for money, as for food, I had a Tesco home shopping delivery. I've still got tons of food in the fridge. I have gone out yesterday and got bits and pieces. I am feeling fine. I'm not feeling depressed. The guy in the Boots chemist, who has known me for almost a year and says, "Hello Miss Marshall, I've got your prescription ready," decided to completely ignore me yesterday and pretend he didn't know who I was. Fair enough. Just because I've changed the front of my YouTube channel to a different name, with a different logo, whatever, it's still me, right? You recognise the face, you know who I am. That guy in the chemist, I know who he is. I know who he is. He's a nice, big, bald-headed, coloured guy. You walk in and he usually goes, "Hello, Miss Marshall. Yesterday, who are you?" Pretended he didn't know who I was. Just because I've changed my name on YouTube. I'm still the same person blowing balloons up. It's still me. I want people to understand what I went through, what life was like when I was pregnant, homeless, and put in women's refuges and mistreated. And my name was Genestra. It wasn't Crystal when I was put in a women's refuge. When I went to Sydenham Girls' School in London, SE26 Dartmouth Road, I was Genestra Trower. I wasn't Crystal Marshall, I was Genestra Trower when I went to Sydenham Girls' School in London. Right? So, a lot of police records would be under the name of Genestra, where I rang the police and asked for help, especially in 2008, right? You don't call the police if you're guilty of something. You call the police to ask for help because you're in trouble. You don't call the police and report yourself to the police. Don't be fucking ridiculous. Only stupid people do that. I was born with common sense. I was born with common sense and intelligence, right? What's happened to me has been fucking wrong. And I want justice, I want compensation, and I'm not going to stop till I get it, right? I blow balloons up, yes. That started in 2009 on YouTube, when I had a tower computer that my father bought me, and I started buying helium balloons from Sainsbury's in Hempstead Valley, when my dad used to take me shopping. Hempstead Valley is quite a big shopping centre, and you can catch National Express coaches to London from a bus stop at Hempstead Valley, because my dad took me up to London in a National Express coach because we wanted to go and see Charles and Camilla's Clarence House in London. But my dad complained that it didn't have a toilet in there. He needed to be near the lavatory, and that was his excuse for not going into Clarence House. And he needn't have worried, because Charles and Camilla weren't in there. They were away in Australia. When my dad took me up to see Clarence House, because I had a ticket and we was going to have a glass of champagne, but my dad backed out and we didn't go in there at all, Charles and Camilla were in Australia. So he needn't have worried about bumping into Charles and Camilla, because they weren't even in there. So he backed out. I had tickets for both of us to go to Clarence House and have a complimentary glass of champagne. You wouldn't go in there. My dad would not go in there. So it upset me, because the whole point I wanted to go up to London was to go and see Clarence House, and he would not go in there. Anyway, so it's Saturday. I've got no plans for today. I live by myself. I'm a woman, right? A woman. And just because, my name was Genestra and then Crystal, it does not mean that it's a different person blowing up for balloon videos. It's still me, same personality, still me. I can't change that fact. But I've got to prove what just been done to me has been wrong, and it shouldn't have happened. And it wasn't under the name of Crystal that this went on. I was given a made-up name when I was a little girl. Sorry, there's a neighbour's dog barking as I'm speaking. People don't like the truth. Right? They don't like the truth. They don't want people to find out the truth, so they'll do anything to block you and shut you up. You've got to keep going on. Shouting over their crap. They're just hiding the truth. My name was Genestra. Genestra was given to me by my mother Jennifer, and it was a made up name. Make believe. Genestra. Genestra. Made up. Like my whole world. When I was little, I thought it was a special name, a lovely name, a unique name given to me by my lovely mother. I didn't know I was going to get taken the mickey out of it. People saying, where do you come from? I come from the United Kingdom. I'm a white British female. Told you, one of the worst interactions I've had when I started my first job, my first real job in Gloucestershire, was a government department, the civil service, and I was starting work as an AA, administrative assistant, within the civil service in the bankruptcy department. And my first, you get shown around on your first day, I was shown around by this guy called Richard, and he showed me around and he introduced me to Pam Cook. And she said to me, I thought you was going to be black. And I said, pardon? These are people working for the government. I thought you was going to be black. I said, well, you can see I'm white. And she said, oh, it was your name. When I read your name, I thought you was going to be black. Government department, look. That was in 1990. We're in 2023 and nothing's changed, has it? Nothing's changed. Started work in 1990. My first real job, and it was in Gloucestershire. And I stayed in that job for 5 years until I got pregnant with my first child. And I started that job as Genestra. So people at my school will remember me as Genestra and my workplace as Genestra. This crystal that my dad helped me to change my name has covered up all that went on before 2009. Right? But the violence, the aggression, the sexual abuse did not stop when I changed my name. It didn't stop. My dad somehow tried to convince people that Crystal was my mother, Jennifer. Because he booked me into caravan parks saying I was his wife when I was his daughter. Now do you see how the, I believe it was done on purpose, trying to make out Crystal is my mother. Right, I'm going to get on with the rest of my day. I manage People use me, they abuse me, they take off me, they don't give me things back when they've borrowed from me, and I just get on with it, right? I'm not unhappy. I've got food, I've got enough money to last until next week, as my mum put it. She's going to see me next week. Well, it's a pity my sister Amanda can't, or my brother. Isn't it? Bullies. Bullies. You get a balloon, you buy a balloon. I can buy a packet of balloons for £1, guys, and I can have tremendous fun with a packet of 50p balloons, £1 balloons, and then someone will come along, oh, I've spent £50 on a great big like statue of balloons. I'm better than you. No, you're not better than me. You're worse. See you later.